What's up, everybody? Welcome to Miles from India. This is my wedding series. This is my fiance, Braxton, and we're going to talk about our proposal story today. What's up, everybody? Welcome.
Because I'm sitting here like...
What's every... What?
No. Are you practicing?
I'm going. Are you ready?
Okay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Miles from India. For those that are new to my channel, I am India, and for those that are returning, what's up and welcome back. So today I am doing a little bit of something different on my channel. I am going to do a mini wedding series because I am now a fiance. This is Braxton. I am super excited, and we're gonna tell you our proposal story. Guys, gonna say hey to the people.
Hey peeps.
So listen, so I know that this channel is usually running. I am a runner and I give y'all nothing but running content, but I've decided to dabble a little bit more into lifestyle content and even more of a special reasons because I'm engaged now and I wanted to give you all a little bit of our wedding series, proposal story, kind of what it's gonna look like to be planning a wedding. And if you have been watching my videos, Braxton is like the cameraman and everything else behind the scenes. So whenever y'all see stuff that maybe if I'm not holding the camera, etc., this is the camera guy. So he doesn't love the camera.
Not particularly.
So y'all won't see him in a lot of stuff, but I definitely want to do this series to kind of inspire or help other people with wedding planning, especially here in Atlanta. All right, so Braxton and I have been together for over 3 years, a little over 3 years. And I keep getting the questions on my social media, did I know or when he proposed? And let me back up. He proposed August 12th, 2021 in Sedona, but we're gonna get all into the story, Sedona, Arizona. We're gonna get all into the story. However, just to let you guys know, I didn't know he was proposing. It was a complete surprise for me, but I did know that we were on the route to being engaged. Like we were very purposeful in our relationship, and the conversation of getting married and starting a family and all those things has been in the cards since we've been dating. So anyway, I'll let you take the floor now, babe. You want to talk about your planning process? Like, what did that look like for you?
Well, the planning process for me wasn't extremely stressful when you consider I had a couple of plans in place and ideas of what I wanted to do for a proposal, but they didn't quite work out, and eventually decided on inviting her parents out to Sedona, Arizona to witness our engagement, and had a location in mind in Sedona. They had some restrictions on photography, so I moved to a different location, which worked out,
really?
I believe, in my favor, absolutely.
What location?
The rooftop restaurant.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so we planned to go to Sedona as just a couples trip. Not couples trip, just me and Braxton. We had some time left on our, just time for the year to take another week vacation. And Braxton and I, neither one of us had been to Arizona, but it was on our bucket list to go to Arizona. So we really wanted to go. So we planned out a whole week, and it was something that we both knew that there were certain things that we want to do. There was some COVID restrictions, like Antelope Canyon, we weren't able to go to, but we really wanted to do a couple different things while in Sedona. So Braxton, I guess, had been planning this out.
Yeah, so as India said, we were planning this joint trip together, both involved in the planning, and I'm on the side having to plan additional proposal-related things in the midst of trying to also agree with her on planning different
stuff that I wanted to do.
We'll get to that later. But yeah, it was somewhat stressful. I was trying to not give it away, blow the surprise, so I had to really be cautious about the questions I asked related to what we were planning, the times of day. We had to fit in my class schedule and that sort of thing.
Yeah. So just, and I would be posting an Arizona video, of course, kind of like leading up to what we did, but we literally had something planned every single day. We went to the Grand Canyon. We went to the Botanical Gardens. The Desert Botanical Gardens was our first day. We relaxed at the hotel on the next day. And then on Thursday, which was the day that he proposed, there was so many other things that we had planned. So we had planned doing a hot air balloon ride. And then we also planned to do like a lunch at Tlaquepaque, am I pronouncing that right? Tlaquepaque is kind of a chic boutique area. And then we had plans to do a 3-hour Jeep tour on the Sedona rocks, Red Rocks as well. So all of these things were planned. So we had action-packed days, all 4 days. And then Friday we were kind of like coming back and doing our own thing. So prior to us leaving, we were going to initially cancel the hot air balloon ride, and I was completely devastated. Braxton laughed at me because I was really pouting. We were going to cancel it because we stayed in Phoenix, but we drove to Sedona to be able to enjoy a day in Sedona. So, and it's 2-hour difference. And because it was a 2-hour difference, it would have caused us to have to get up at like 1:30 in the morning to make it to Sedona in enough time from Phoenix to do the hot air balloon, because they take off at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And so when it came to timing and us being tired, Braxton is currently doing a certification, and so he was doing classes. It was just like, is it worth it? But like for me, that was gonna be the highlight of my trip.
And yeah, so when it wasn't quite working out, before we booked the hot air balloon, I had pretty much, I think I made the decision that we weren't gonna do it. Mm-hmm. And because of the class schedule, the time we would have to get up, like she said, to arrive in Sedona. Mm-hmm. And me knowing that I was proposing, I didn't want it to be an extremely long day. So
I didn't even.
She didn't know this,
like
but
when
it didn't work out, she got extremely sad.
Yes, well, but wait, you gotta tell how it didn't work out. Oh, you talking about the first time?
The first time.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the first time. So she's extremely sad and upset, and
pouting.
then she pouts and drops this phrase that I'm upset because it was going to be the highlight of the trip. And as you know, I'm planning an engagement, so I can't say, are you kidding me? The highlight of the trip will be a proposal. I couldn't say that. So I had to just bite my tongue and kind of just sit back and accept it. But eventually I gave in, went downstairs, called the hot air balloon place numerous times because they had phone challenges. Yeah. You know, it's part of the frustration. But I called them numerous times, got through, booked the hot air balloon ride, and then came upstairs and told her.
Yeah. So I was excited.
Changed completely.
Do y'all see this side eye? So my mood changed completely because, you know, it's one of those things like hot air balloon rides is something that does not technically happen like in Atlanta. There's a lot of trees and stuff here. Like, it's just one of those things that it just doesn't. And all of the tourist things that I saw that people were doing that were amazing and beautiful, hot air balloon was like #1 on the list. And so I'm like, we don't go to Arizona often. Like, clearly we had never been, and I don't see us going several times. Now we will. But it was one of those things where I was just like, okay, we definitely need to like put it on the list. So I was super excited. So on Thursday, fast forward through the day, on Thursday, we did get up, travel to Sedona. In the rain. It was raining, unfortunately. And it was super dark. And I didn't think when we were driving there that it was potentially going to be canceled. It was just kind of like, dang, it's raining. Hopefully it slacks off. Like, I didn't know the issues that would come with hot air balloons and rain, which that was just dumb of me because clearly hot air balloons rain up in the air, like whatever. But of course, as soon as we got there, the people were like, yeah, we're not, so many words, long story short, they were like, we're not flying today. And so the hot air balloon ended up being canceled for a second time. And at this point, it was like we couldn't reschedule for another day because we were leaving the next day. Now, we did have a full day in Sedona planned out. So we packed clothes. Like, I knew that I had an outfit for the hot air balloon ride. We had an outfit for lunch in Tlaquepaque, which was the blue dress that I wore. And then we had an outfit for the
Jeep tour.
The Jeep tour. Yep. I had an outfit for the Jeep tour. We both had separate outfits because we knew that we were doing 3 different things. But how everyone got canceled, then what?
Prior to the pouting?
No, me pouting.
What set off the pouting? I mean, they said because of safety reasons with the weather, we weren't going to fly. Mm. And I looked at Indy and I was like, well, safety first.
Y'all, I was so mad when he said that. He said safety first. Because mind you, Braxton didn't want to do the high air balloon ride because he doesn't like heights. And so I think he was low-key excited on the inside. You were, weren't you?
Yeah. I was going to ride it with you. And if we went down, we'd go down together. Never be a proposal.
You ain't shit. You ain't nothing for that. Listen. Braxton was like, safety first. And I was like, I was pissed. And I pouted for like, how long?
Hours, because we decided to just go to a parking lot and take a nap because, like we said, we got up very early. After the fact, we realized we could have watched the sunrise in Sedona over the Red Rocks, but someone was in the mood, so missed that.
Well, I was sad. I was very frustrated and obviously just more so disappointed. My thing is like, I hate when plans get changed. That's something that is like big for me. Like I literally don't like when plans get changed. So plans got changed. I was upset for a couple hours, like he said, but then we figured out a way to kind of we took a trolley around Sedona and was able to see some sights that we really wanted to see. So it ended up being a good day. We had a whole conversation and he's just like, it's okay. Like, we'll figure it out. We'll come back again. Let's go ahead and make a list of things that we know we wanted to do in Arizona and so that we could come back again. And yeah, we just kind of left it at that. But Braxton was like, okay, let's go ahead and change for our lunch because there's a little market that we can go to. And when I say market, they have like arts and crafts, like boutique gallery type place. And so it was one of those things where I was like, okay, let's just get dressed. Y'all, I didn't think nothing about it. Like I was just like, okay, he scheduled for us to have a lunch somewhere. That's nice. That's sweet. But I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, so we changed at the car.
Yeah.
Opposite sides of the car, obviously, and I strategically parked at the corner of a parking deck so I could kind of change in seclusion, and then also tuck this ring in my sock because I just assumed I'm gonna have to carry the ring in the box. I don't want to just walk around with a ring with no box. And imagine proposing with just a ring out of your pocket, kind of strange. So I decided to stuff the ring in my inside sock on my right ankle.
And mind you, Braxton wears skinny pants. Like he does not wear baggy jeans. He wears skinny pants. So this big old box stuffed in his sock.
She didn't see it. It's on the inside ankle. I mean, it was painful to walk. We walked about a mile. Close to a mile.
It wasn't a mile.
Okay, quarter mile. It was longer than that, half a mile.
It was a long walk.
From the parking deck to the market. This ring rubbing on my inner ankle. I'm trying to keep her, I guess, focused on things up ahead, not looking down. I don't think she would have ever seen it anyway. I had navy pants, so it didn't really look too obvious.
No, it was camouflage. Now, when I think back to the process, like when I think back to the moment, so Sedona is dry heat. So I'm usually the biggest sweater on life. So I'm usually dripping sweat. Here in Atlanta, we can't go anywhere without me dripping sweat. And I wasn't sweating in Sedona because the heat is dry. The air is dry. So it's a different type of air. As for walking to the market, Braxton's sweating. And I go, babe, you're sweating. That's weird. I'm not sweating and you're sweating. He's like, yeah, I guess it's this walk. It's hot.
It's just hot. Meanwhile, it was nerves from a pending proposal, this ring on my ankle, trying to really understand if the photographer is in place. And there's another surprise that you'll find out later, but trying to ensure that was all set up.
Yeah.
And wouldn't be blown prior to the surprise.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got to the market. I was dripping sweat, and so we saw the store that sells dog products and whatnot. So we were like, let's get Coco something. That was my excuse to go into an air-conditioned building to try and cool off real quick.
I did not know that. I thought you really wanted to get Coco something.
I did.
Okay.
I wanted to get her something. I also wanted to cool off, and I was trying to stall.
And Coco is our old English bulldog.
Yes. Who is not walking around here pitty-patting.
No, she's
Thankfully,
not.
she went and laid down somewhere.
Yes.
So we go in there, we look around. I don't know what I wanted to get at first, but you said get her something different. So we ended up getting her a collar.
Mm-hmm.
And then we walked out. Another reason why I was nervous and sweating is because I think I realized at that point we were on the wrong side of the street because the market is on two sides of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And so one side is larger than the other. I didn't plan this out ahead of time. So I was, as we walked, that's why I was sweating, to be honest. I was like, I don't know what side of the street we're supposed to be on. And how am I going to play it off, make it not look suspicious. She's going to say, well, let's just explore this side first and then cross the street. So we got there.
Yeah, you were like, oh, let's just go on this other side. I don't think this side has, like, you were like, I don't think that this side has many stores. Let's just go on the other side. This is like where everybody goes. Right. I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, okay. Like, I literally, the whole trip was kind of, I was very more oblivious than I usually am. Because usually I'm paying attention and I'm very like attention to detail. But I think for this trip, I was just like, whatever, whatever. And he had planned this piece too. So I was just like, India, just go with the flow, which is usually not my thing either. Like, I usually ask a lot of questions, but I was just like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You did notice, I think you mentioned that later, I was texting more than normal.
Yes. So Braxton is not a phone person, and he doesn't text a lot. And so I did notice that he was texting more than normal. But then he mentioned in the car one time, a name Aunt Cheryl popped up on the navigation system. And he was like, oh, my Aunt Cheryl is planning a
cousin's birthday.
Yeah.
And she's looking for a location in Atlanta or something like that.
Yeah, he was like, my Aunt Cheryl's trying to plan something. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't think anything of it. Come to find out.
So we cross the street, get to the market, and then I do realize we're in the right place at the right time. So, I mean, to be honest, this was planned like down to the minute almost. So the photographer was supposed to be at a specific time. He expected us to be walking in at a specific time. So we met the mark, or hit the mark rather. So we're in the courtyard area where it's about to go down, and I'm trying to get her to pose and take a picture without being too suspicious.
Okay, wait, let me tell y'all a little bit more about that piece because he's not. So we walk into the market and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And I hope y'all can see, I'm popping in pictures, but it was beautiful. Like, it wasn't like the stores were kind of hidden. It was like this,
it's trees within
like a courtyard area. So it was very pretty. And so I love pictures. And so I was like, babe, give me a picture right here. And he was like, okay, cool. He was like, put your purse down on the ground over there. I was like, putting my purse down on the ground. And he was like, man, just put it down over there. I was like, okay. So he takes a picture. And then a random guy was like, y'all want your picture taken? And we were like, okay. So he takes a picture. And then I was like, babe, give me a picture right here. And he was like, okay, cool, 1 second. And I see him go towards a guy that has all these cameras on him. But I didn't think anything of it because it's Sedona. People are taking pictures everywhere because it's literally it is a beautiful place. And so I didn't think anything of it. And he comes back over and he's like, turn around, let me get a picture right there. And I turn around and he's down on his knee getting the ring out of his sock.
Because there wasn't enough time to get the ring out and have the box pop it open before she turned around. So I was like, she's gonna have to see me down on my knee digging in my sock, which she did see. And she's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I was like, what are you doing? And then I screamed.
She screamed. I proceeded to freestyle the proposal because I didn't want to write anything down. And I didn't want to be scripted. So did that. She said yes.
Mind you, I had on shades because it was like sunny outside. And so I'm like, oh my God, do I take my shades off? Do I not? And then I'm crying, I'm bawling. Like, literally people come from outside the stores because I scream so loud, y'all, like as if somebody like
bloody murder.
Ah! Like, I literally screamed the loudest. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he's on his knee, and as you can see, the photographer got like every second of kind of what happened, and I don't know. And Lord behold, I did not know what was coming up next. So after I said yes, Braxton puts the ring on my hand. Mind you, I didn't even look at the ring. Like, I was just floating and shaking because I'm like, oh my gosh, this actually happened. Like, it felt like a dream. Kind of blacked out, kind of know what he said, kind of don't know what he said. Like, I was just like, whatever. As soon as I said yes, I look over to the left, and Braxton had my parents came to Arizona. Mind you all, my parents and my family live in Dallas, Texas. We live in Atlanta. And so the fact that they were there was a huge deal. And not only that, but I hadn't seen them since 2019 due to COVID. So the fact that I hadn't seen them, y'all, I screamed again. I bust out crying and I ran off, y'all. Like, I literally ran off. There was like little columns and stuff, so I ran, and my mom's like, "You don't want to see us? Like, what's going on?" And I was just like, "This is too much. Like, I'm like overwhelmed with love and happiness and excitement. At this point, I'm sweating. Like, I'm sweating, I'm crying, I don't know what to do. The photographer is snapping pictures all over the place, and I'm just like, oh my God.
People are coming by, stopping. The gentleman who took our picture initially came back and was like, "You've got to be kidding me. I just took y'all's picture. I could have videoed this for you if you'd asked me." And I was like, it would have been weird. She would have been like, "Why is that guy holding your camera? What's going on?" It would have been awkward. So, but they were just a random couple, very nice. You'll see them in the picture.
Yeah. It was an amazing moment. It was very much just, it was perfect. It was perfect. And, you know, one thing that I did tell Braxton, because I'm not that girl that I didn't tell him when he needed to propose, how he needed to propose, or what I didn't go into those details. I was like, if you can get family or friends there, that would be awesome, but it's not that serious. Like, I want you to propose to me the way that you also want to see the moment and how you want me to ask you to be your fiance or your wife. And I just feel like it takes away from the surprise of things, but I did tell him that I wanted to be surprised. So the fact that he did it in Arizona was beyond a surprise. And it was on the 4th day of us being in Arizona. So we had already made so many memories on the trip and really enjoyed ourselves. And then for this to kind of top off the day, and then for my parents to be there, like, it was just the most amazing moment that I'm still in awe. Like, I text him sometime a picture of my hand, like, oh my God. And it's been 2 months. Like, I'm still like, I can't believe we did this.
Yeah, it'll be 2 months Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, whenever y'all see this video, we're right within 2 months of us, you know, being engaged. So, very exciting moment. Of course, the photographer was there. And Aunt Cheryl was my mom.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because that didn't close the loop. But yes, Aunt Cheryl was her mother. And our texts back and forth were like, I think her mom was using baseball metaphors and about showing up for a game and that they were in uniform and all that stuff. So that was pretty funny.
My mom is hilarious. So it's one of those things where she's like all on board with anything like this. And they both love Braxton. My parents love Braxton. They really embraced him. And of course he asked them.
Yes, I did ask in advance. So I called, I think I texted your mom and asked, could I give your parents a call, both of them jointly, to ask a big question, and put a winky face emoji, I think. So that gave a big hint, and they agreed. So the call was set up within the week, and I called and asked for India's hand in marriage. It was an awesome call. They were very open, welcoming. It was a weight off my shoulders. So at that point, I began finalizing the plans. And I did ask them if they could make it out to Arizona. We would love to have them. And they said they would do whatever they could to get out there, just let them know time and date. So that's when I really started getting into gear, because they had to book flights. Our flights were already booked. So I had to make sure it was on a day that made sense. So I'm glad it was on the Thursday. They gave our parents time to get into Phoenix, see some sights, and make a mini vacation out of it for themselves. Yeah,
so it was very exciting. Braxton and I are somewhat traditional when it comes to things. So of course, asking my parents for hand in marriage was like, it was big for me. We didn't talk about it a lot, but I think it was like a no-brainer almost that he would do that. And like I said, my parents absolutely love Braxton. He's met them several times now, but not several, but it's been a good number of times that he's met them. Of course, we went to their house for Christmas and all of that stuff. So it's been great. So we ended up taking pictures. The photographer was able to do all the different things with us. We did have like a mini photo shoot while we were at the site, which was really, really good. So we do plan on having probably an engagement photo shoot, but that was kind of like a proposal photo shoot. Like, it was literally, if we don't have a photo shoot for engagement, it's fine, because we literally have a crap load of pictures that are of the day as soon as it happened. So, and we did end up doing a lunch. So the lunch that was planned, we did end up doing it, but the topping on the cake was the fact that my parents had lunch with us. And so it was kind of a day of enjoying.
Yep. And then the next morning before we flew out, we met her parents for brunch. What was it, Breakfast Club?
Yeah, I think so. The Breakfast Club or something like that. Yeah. So it was really an amazing time. We did go Pink Jeep Tour, which was, it was almost like, it was surreal because I was just engaged and then we're out on this Pink Jeep Tour and I'm like riding around, ring on my hand. Like it was very surreal. And the driver and the people that we were riding with for the Pink Jeep Tour were definitely like, what? Y'all just got engaged? It was just like this whole like joke thing the whole time we were there. So it was a beautiful day, the most amazing moment. Yeah, and I'm still flying and it's been over 2 months.
I think I'm used to it. She reminds me when she asks or makes a statement, is this real, is it true, whatnot. But I think I told you when you can't believe it because you are a new fiance.
Right.
But as a male, you have to plan this out. So in my head, I'm like already not settling in, but getting used to the idea of an engagement.
Yeah, because you said it took you what, 3 months? 3 months of planning.
Yeah, because a couple of things fell through. So yeah, 3 months in total.
3 months of planning.
I had the ring for a while hidden. I gave away my hiding spot, so I have to get a new hiding spot.
Yeah.
I had the ring for a while. She had no idea it was here in the house.
Yeah. So I'm new to the thought, but for him, it's been 5 months of knowing that I was going to be his fiance. So I don't know. We're excited, super excited. You have anything else you want to tell about the process? That's it. So we're super excited. We have yet to plan out we don't have a date. I'll just say that. We don't have an official date yet. We're still thinking of some different things. I know people keep asking me, do we have a date? We don't have a date. The only thing that we have solidified is we did decide to hire a wedding planner. Braxton and I are both very busy individuals, and we just felt like it would be best, or Braxton says he don't want me stressed. He was like, let's just do it because he doesn't want me stressed out. So he's being a sweetie already, but he doesn't want me stressed out. So we ended up getting a wedding planner. So we have solidified that. So I will probably do some videos in regards to that. We're just at this point just getting venue options down and trying to figure out what kind of venue. The wedding will be here in Atlanta. So we definitely know that is going to take place. That is going to be here in Atlanta, and it will not be an outside wedding because I sweat. So that's what we know right now. Oh, and we know our hashtag. We did figure that out. So I guess that's like not important, but we did figure that out.
You made it quite important.
Well, I felt like, so listen, I felt like with the hashtag, it was one of those things where I was like, okay, we can get this out the way. Like it was one of those decision-making things that I was like, what can we get done quick sooner than later? That it's like, okay, that's off the list because there's so many other things that we have to do. And I was just like, let's just get that out of the way. So our hashtag is up and away. Oh, wait. Okay, one more time. Okay. So our hashtag is up and get what?
I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go right into it. Got it.
Okay. Our hashtag is up in Callaway. So Braxton's last name is Callaway, and so up in Callaway is our hashtag. So you all will be seeing that there. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. And again, I'm going to be doing a mini wedding series. I'll have a separate playlist for my running stuff, but we'll be adding some lifestyle things to my channel as well as running. Running is not going anywhere. Reviews is not going anywhere, but a little bit of lifestyle things. So want to say thank you so much everyone for watching this video. We have more to come, and that's it. I think